in, everybody? We're gonna get started in about a minute. You will need weights for this workout and a mat. So you can grab that, obviously, and water, your space, all that fun stuff. But the exercises that we'll be using for weights today are gonna be lunges with a twist, a squat and press, reverse flies, and kettlebell swing. So obviously I don't have a kettlebell in my possession, so I'm just gonna be using a free weight, but you can use anything that you can safely swing without causing issues. There is no jumping today. And please note that today is the last 45-minute version of this class. It will be going to 30 minutes starting next week. We did our group fitness survey and we had a lot of people requesting 30-minute classes. So next week we're going to start offering a 30-minute mind-body class and a 30-minute fitness weight cardio class. So it's going to be this class and then the Tuesday afternoon or late morning yoga class. So it's on the group fitness schedule, it's on the Facebook page, it's on the handshake page, it's on the Slack page, and it's on the fast jump page. So hopefully you can find it one of those places. And if you can't, email me, fitness@miter.org. I'll help you out. Okay, so I have my free weights, I have my mat, I have my space, I have my water. I'm good to go. So we're just going to march. So it's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's 2 rounds of everything. 4 sections. Swing those arms just a little bit. And then let's swing those legs a little bit more. And if you need to hold on for balance, do so. We do have a good amount of abs today. Switch. So if 40 seconds is too much, totally understandable. Just take breaks. Now let's open up and close. Other side. Come on in. Let's lunge one way and hold. Other way and hold. Again, switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. Come on up. Let's just move those arms in a bicep curl. Once they're good, curl shoulder press. And then come on down. Let's push back and pulse. Let's cross behind. And pulse. And behind. Come on up, lean over, flat back, pull those arms in a row. And add in a kickback. Up, out, in, down. Two more times. Arms down. Out, let's circle backwards. And forwards. Release. Bring those feet about shoulder width apart. Bend those knees, and let's practice that kettlebell swing motion. So I'm here, and I'm moving with my hips. My arms aren't the ones swinging. My hips are the one that's swinging. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, the first grouping, we are on the mat the whole time, so you will need a mat. We have swimmers, a bunch of planks, and reverse crunches. So I'll walk you through, no worries, just make sure you have something comfortable that you can lay on the ground with. So just before we start, so what a swimmer is you are going to lay on your belly, and you're going to lift those feet and lift those hands, literally like you're swimming in a swimming pool. Okay? That's going to be our first exercise, and we're doing it for 40 seconds. All right? So get yourself situated. 5 seconds. And make sure you're not holding your breath here. Okay. And this is nice and slow and controlled. We're not swinging around. This grouping will help get the rest of our core warmed up. I like to do right arm, left leg, and vice versa. But if you have another way to do it, that's totally fine. 3, 2, 1. All right, come on up. So next we have plank taps. We're going to do 40 seconds of plank taps with the shoulders. So you can be on your knees or on your toes. And then we're going to be in a plank, and we're going to do toes out. So you can be plank on a forearm, or you can be plank on your wrist. So, all right, first one, you're on your knees or your toes, and we're tapping our shoulders. There's no speed in today's class, only beautiful form. All right, come down. So now we're either on our forearms or our palms, your choice, and then we're just gonna tap one foot out and then the other foot out like a pendulum. Turn this way a little bit. Okay. Tap those feet. Less than 10 seconds. Beautiful. Okay, lay on your back. We have a reverse crunch. That means the hips are coming up off the ground. Let me turn a little bit. So we're going to be here. Our legs come up and back down. Okay. Now, you can just have your hips come back down, or you can have your legs come all the way out and down. All depends on how much space you have and how much ab recruitment you want. Almost done. Okay, let's switch back over and do that whole thing one more time. Swimmers are first. I think this first circuit is not necessarily difficult. It's more of a coordination thing. But it's also a Friday. And sometimes that just in itself makes it hard. This is a great one for working the back and part of the core. People always forget about the back. The back is just as much of the core as the abs. "13 seconds. Don't hold your breath. 2, 1. Okay, planks with the shoulder taps. Shake those wrists out, shake those shoulders out. 3, 2, 1. Trying to move your hips as little as possible, side to side. Four, 3, 2, 1. And then going into those side taps. Get ready. Get set. "16 more seconds. 5. 10. Reverse crunch. Lay on back, get comfy. Enjoy the couple seconds that we have. Remember, the hips are going up and then the legs are going down, or not, your choice. 2, 1, hips up, legs down, or not. "15 seconds. And then that is the end of circuit 1. Hopefully you're nice and warm now. Okay. We have a little over a minute here. Next grouping is going to be a lunge with a twist, a sumo pulse, a squat with a press, and a toe touch crunch. So we both still need the mat. All right, so we have 1 minute break here. Okay, a lunge with a twist. We're going to be alternating back and forth. So you're going to lunge back, twist, come back, and twist. Let's twist to the side. So we're going to switch, twist, and go back into the other. Then we have our sumo pulse. We're in a squat and we're pulsing. So those are our first 2 that we have coming up. So alternating lunge, do the lunge and then rotate to that side that you push back on. You can use one weight, you can do 2 weights, you can do no weights. All depends on what you have available for you right now. So we have 10 seconds until we start. Make sure you're going back equally on both sides. All right, so I'm gonna lunge, come up, rotate, come in. If you have another way of doing it and you want to lunge down here, that's fine. Just make sure you're doing the same thing on both sides. It's totally cool. You do you, as long as you're doing your modification safely. And all I ask is that you equal out sides. So we have 4 seconds left. If you're going to do the left side, make sure you can also do the right. So I'm going to equal myself out. Now I'm going to come on up. And then I have another 13 seconds of recovery. So the squat pulses are next. So that 20-second recovery phase, if you do need to equal out, that's the perfect time to do so. Even if you need to wait and rest a couple seconds into the next set, let's pulse. I would much rather you do that than not equal yourself out. Okay, so we have our squat pulses here. Then we have a squat with a press. If you need to take a break, shake it out. Did a lot of legs yesterday. Twelve more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're going to take your weights. You're going to hold them about chest height. You're going to do a squat, and then you're going to push up when you push up with your legs. If that's too much coordination for you today, you can squat and then press. Bring those arms down, squat and press. Totally up to you, but you can do more weight if you're using those legs to push up. And then we're down on the ground for another ab. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. On the ground, so we have toe touch crunches. So that means your legs are going to be up in the air and you're going to be reaching towards those toes. Maybe you hit them, maybe you come nowhere near. Total cool either way. So legs are up here and I'm reaching for those toes. 3, 2, 1, and go. Same as before, you need to rest and you take it. If you need to pull those knees in and still reach up, that's fine. And if you need to put your feet on the ground and do that reach up, that's fine. We have 12 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're standing back up. And we have those lunges with the twists. If you remember what side you started with last time, try to start with the reverse. And if you have no idea, don't worry. And if you fall off kilter, fix it. And start again. Remember, as always, if we're doing an exercise that you feel uncomfortable doing, for whatever reason, you may always choose to do something else. Okay, remember we're making sure that all sides are equal, so if you need to add another side, this is the time to do so. We have 12 more seconds of rest, and we're doing those sumo squat pulses again. Maybe can you go a little deeper? Maybe this time can you hold it a little longer? If you can't, can you at least equal what you did the first time? Whew. So remember, this is the second set, so we're done with this exercise after this. Halfway. Let me have those squats for the press. Three, two, one. Okay, grab your weights if you're using them. Squat and press, or squat and press separate, your choice. I can mention separate this round, in case you'd like to follow me. Otherwise, just do what we did round one. So I'm squatting, I'm doing a bicep curl with that press to get that up there. So it's making it harder because we don't have that momentum of the legs, which maybe you only have lighter weights, so that's a good thing. And we're getting a bonus bicep curl. Thirteen more seconds. 2, 1, and down. On the ground for those toe touches. This is the last exercise of circuit 2. 5 seconds. Legs up. Crunch. If you need to put your hands behind your head, that's another modification. If your neck starts getting tired, we have 13 more seconds. Can you go all the way to the buzzer, even if you have to modify? 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Okay, next up we have our kettlebell swings, reverse fly, push-up, and heel taps. So, if you want a weight for a kettlebell swing or have something that you can use for a kettlebell swing, this is the time to grab it. And you're also going to, the weight that you use for a kettlebell swing is not the weight you're going to use for your reverse lunge. Or sorry, your reverse fly. We have 1 minute here to rest. So remember, this is the motion we're using for our kettlebell swing. And then we're going to take our weights and we're going to lean over and do a fly as our second exercise. We're definitely into the second part of the workout, so hopefully you're nice and warm. You may not be sweaty, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. All depends on the person and how cold your room is and where you're exercising and the humidity and all that stuff. Workouts and sweat do not necessarily equal itself out. So if you're super sweaty on a really humid day, that doesn't necessarily mean you burn any extra calories or your workout was any harder. So the opposite, if it's wintertime and you're not sweating a lot, don't worry, you're still working out, hopefully to the level you wanted to, but let's swing. Seconds. Oh, I haven't done with this weight in a while. Whew. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, reverse fly. So we're leaning over, a little bit of a bend in our knee, flat back. And depending on what type of weights you have, you may need to do these one arm at a time. Okay, leaning over, arms out and down. So you can do one arm at a time. Totally cool. Especially if your arms are already tired from the workout already or what you did already today and this week. My personal rest day is Saturday. It's on Fridays. My muscles are well worked. Hopefully you're taking at least one rest day a week. Even if that means that day you just go for a walk or do some yoga and down, something. Some day where you're not going full out. All right, push-ups on your knees or on your toes. 3, a 2, a 1. Remember, those elbows are going back. You break when you need to. Seventeen seconds. And relax. Abs. Time again on your back. Bend those knees. You're going to be here in a reverse table, and you're going to one at a time drop the heels to the ground. If that's too easy for you, you can do them both at the same time. The big thing is not to let your pelvis be swinging. So you're pushing that belly button into your spine. You're imagining you have a drawstring on your shorts, and you're pulling that drawstring, and it's squeezing everything together. And you're holding it there while those feet touch the ground. So you're down or up, together or separate, but that pelvic floor is staying glued where it is, all squeezed in. If you can't do that, then don't do this exercise. If you're having problems with the squeezing in, squeeze in and just hold here in that reverse tabletop. That might be enough for you then. Okay, one more time through. Kettlebell swing. If you're having problems with your pelvic floor, really isolating that muscle, let us know. We can help you out. It's a little harder to do via live streaming or Skyping or Teams or whatever, but we can do it. The biggest thing I can suggest visualizing is pulling a drawstring in on a pair of shorts. It pulls it all in and it squeezes it all in right towards the middle. 12 more seconds. 2, 1. Reverse flies. 9 seconds. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you, like you're trying to break a walnut. Or squeeze an orange. Or juice a grapefruit, whatever you have in your head. Make sure your knees are bent, your back is flat. And remember, you can always go one at a time. 3, 2, 1. on the ground for your push-ups. We are making excellent time. We're flying through this. Three, two, one, let's go. Seventeen seconds. You get one more in. Okay, heel chop drops. All right, bring those feet up, bend those knees. Drop a heel, drop a heel, or drop both. And you can alternate. You can go separate, separate, together, 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 separate, separate, whatever. Whatever makes you happy. Or makes you less miserable. Whatever way you want to think about it. 15 more seconds. And we get our last break. And we start our last round of 2. All right. The last grouping, you do not need any weights. Losing my headband. We're doing toy soldiers, punches, kicks, and frog crunches. So grab your water. Walk around. So the punches and the kicks are totally whatever kind of punches and kicks you want. What I feel like doing for my kicks today are these rainbow kicks. But if you're like, nope, Jen, I'm doing this, cool. You can do a soccer kick, forward kick, backward, any type of kick you want. And the same thing, any type of punch you want. You can pick. So do not feel like you have to match me. A toy soldier, your arms are up, you're coming down to your belly button, and your legs and hands are coming to touch. Fast, slow, your choice. Just make sure that you're doing everything with an intention. We're starting in 10 seconds. And then a frog crunch. We'll show you how to do that when we get down to the ground. But basically, it's literally a crunch with your feet in like a little frog shape. Exactly what you think it probably is. All right, let's knock it out. Less than 10 minutes of work left. It's like 7 minutes and 50-something seconds. Your hips should be warm, so hopefully your flexibility isn't struggling too much. And if you want to make it real hard on yourself, close your eyes. Or focus up. Or just change your gaze in some way, shape, or form. Can you still do it? Makes it harder, huh? 2, 1. All right, so punches of your choice. And if you want to hold the little free weights and punch, cool. Just don't punch yourself in the chin or the nose or the cheek. So I think I feel like doing some elbows. At least this round. Maybe I'll change next round. But match me, don't match me, your choice. All I ask is that you bring your whole body into it and you really feel the punches with your whole body. And maybe you try to bring the other arm up a little higher. So you're kind of guarding your face a little bit. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Okay, kicks. Swing any type of kick you want. I'm going to do kind of a crescent E, rainbow-esque kick. And just make sure you're not kicking anything. Make sure you have enough room side to side. And nothing's going to get, nothing, any body, any pet, any couch. Fifteen seconds. If you're doing a different kick than I am, you're probably going faster. That's okay. Make sure you're equaling yourself out on your feet, on the ground. Your feet are going to be out, knees out to the side. My hands behind my head or across my chest. And we're just going to crunch in this position. Bringing the head, neck, and shoulders up off the ground. All right, let's crunch it out. Twenty seconds. 10. 2, 1. Stand on up. Last couple minutes. Toy soldiers first. You ready? Let's go. Ten seconds. All right, punches. This time, I'm going to do uppercuts. I'm going to do these uppercuts in a little bit of a squat. Not a deep squat, just bending the knees and sinking down a little bit lower. Remember, I'm still throwing my lower body into it though. I hope you never have to punch anything in real life. But if you do, you need to put your whole body into it in order to get the result that you want. If you're doing one of those like break a plank of wood challenges or something. I did that once. Hurt a lot more than I thought. I thought it was a piece of breakaway wood when the guy did it, and it kind of was, but wasn't anywhere near as thin as I thought. Bruised my knuckles for sure. But maybe if I had thrown my lower body into it, maybe it would have been a problem. Okay, kicks. I'm going to do back kicks this time. And I'm also going to make sure that I'm far away from my wall so I don't actually kick anything. Almost done. Alright. I'm also going to make sure that I'm not going to be traveling during my kicks. That's happened before. Every time you step down, you're stepping forward or backwards a little bit, and then you accidentally kick something, but you didn't realize it got close. Fourteen seconds. Make sure you're equaling your legs out. 2, 1 frog crunches and we're done. I'm going to cross my arms over my chest this time just to give a variance. You can very easily just do what you did in round 1, but you're taking the weight, putting it somewhere different, bringing it a little bit closer to the midline of your body, which will make it a little easier. But you're also taking support from your neck away, which makes it a little bit harder. Halfway there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Awesome work. Grab some water, come on back, stretch it out, and send you on your way. If you haven't heard, this is Will's last full week of being with us. He'll be here until next Tuesday. He's hanging out in the chat today, being my moderator. So if you want to wish him good luck or anything like that, feel free to do so below, and he will see it. He will be teaching class Monday and Tuesday. So if you are a regular for him and you want to see him one more time, Monday and Tuesday, he's here to teach him. Okay, swing his arms. And bring that hand back, arm back, tricep stretch. And switch. So class will still start at 12:15 next week. It'll just go until 12:45, not 1 o'clock. We'll let arm back and across. And switch. Release, pull a foot, bring it behind, quad stretch. Cross that leg over, sit back. Other side, come on up, bring that leg behind. Cross it on over, sit back. Release, stick one leg out. I'm going to put it here. You can have it on the ground. And roll down. Hamstring stretch. One up, switch sides. Come on up, and let's do our directional pec stretch. So up against a wall, horizontal first. Then up diagonal. And a down diagonal. Other side, horizontal first. diagonal. And down diagonal. Awesome work, you guys. Congratulations on another wonderful fitness week. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you're nice and safe. If you decide to do any Super Bowl parties, you make good choices. And I'll see you next week. Bye.